Heart attack FC again, mate. Heart attack FC again. We never make it simple for ourselves, do we?
No.
Seems to be the way of the season. But, 7 wins out of 7. I can't remember the last time we've ever really done that. Certainly not in the Premier League era. So, even if we're...
It's a great start to the season, right? Without being...
good.
Actually,
amazing.
I mean, yeah, you've been efficient, and that's what you was all last season. But I wouldn't say I've seen the best of Liverpool yet.
No, not at all. No, we've been comparatively very poor compared to previous seasons. But at the end of the day, I'd rather us be playing poorly and getting the results than playing well every single game but not getting the results.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we've won 7 from 7.
Do you think Isak's now going, right, amazing, I'm going to start at least play an hour's football against Palace?
Play an hour, yeah.
Well, yeah, you've got to be thinking he would be. But, Ekitike getting himself sent off, I don't know what he's doing there. He must have just not realised he got a yellow card.
He's forgot. You see Frimpong runs up to him when he's like, put your shirt back on. The ref has already spotted him.
Too late, mate.
It's too late. Shirt's off. You're going, mate. See you later. And then he's like, oh, no. I mean, it's one of them. He's a donut. And the manager's going to be... The manager will be annoyed at him because he's massive part of what you're doing at the minute and you need him for the weekend. But
it's not clever at all. But... Chiesa did very well today. Got 2 assists for both of our new strikers. So he could also be in contention for Palace at the weekend. He could play up top and then have Gakpo on one side and Salah on the other side. Or we could play Isak up top, or we could play Wirtz or Szoboszlai in the sort of false 9 role.
Yeah.
We've got so many options now where, to a certain extent, arguably our best forward player this season so far, doesn't cause us too much heartache or a headache.
Conceding goals, though?
Yeah, that's something that we've got to seriously look at because we've only had 2 clean sheets this season, one against Burnley and the other against Arsenal. Obviously, they're 2 low block teams and comparatively pretty boring teams to play against. So maybe that's something that we're good at defending against. Maybe that's something to look at. But I mean, we've seen Palace this season. We saw them in the Community Shield. They're not going to be like that. They're not going to be a low block team. They're gonna come at us. They've got players that can do that. So that's something that we've got to bear in mind and something that we've got to
on the flip side of that is that I think not sure about Saw, who's one of their key players, maybe out injured, and also they've lost their best player in Eze as well. So I know what we've...
Let me tell you, mate.
Palace take nothing away. Players are good, but it's not going to be obviously the same place that we faced in the Community Shield and how we played over the years. They're going to be... But I'm saying they've lost key players, and if Sar's out as well, that's a threat gone. Eze, that's another threat gone.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not a good team, but if you take...
Well, I think they've shown this season they are a good team, but listen, it's going to be a tough game, but I'd still...
it's always a tough game.
Fancy Liverpool to win. Theo, thanks for the call. Let's go to Moaning Mo. He's a Liverpool fan. Moaning?
You all right, mate?
How are you, Moaning? You good?
Mo?
Decent.
You're finally happy now, mate. 7
You're phoning us up because Cundy's not here?
Yeah, to be fair, I felt more like phoning up tonight. Anyway.
Sweet.
Go on, what do you want to say?
I don't think Ekitike should have been sent off.
I agree.
I think it's a stupid rule. He was on a yellow already, and I think the referee made a huge mistake.
What do you mean it's the rules?
Yeah, but the rule is silly, especially when you're on a second yellow.
Okay, but that's the rules.
A lot of the time forgives the player. A lot of the time, especially when the
what do you
celebration means something. A few times, don't quote me, but I've seen referees let it slide.
No, they don't. If you take your shirt off, you get booked.
They do. Just Google it, mate. They literally do.
There might have been one or two.
No, I'm not having that. If you take your shirt off, that's it. You get a booking.
No, but he didn't take his shirt off, really.
What do you mean?
He had a top underneath.
But he took his shirt off.
But the playing shirt was off. Doesn't matter what's underneath, unfortunately.
He had a top underneath, I think it's a massive overreaction.
He took his shirt off. I mean, what can't you get your head around? They are the rules. He took his shirt off. He's got to go.
Mo, I love to back you, mate, but we ain't got a leg to stand on, unfortunately.
I do. There was none of the yellows were yellow. Whatever.
I know.
What do you mean whatever? What do you mean whatever?
None of the yellows were yellow. The first yellow. I love how you're not talking about the first yellow. It wasn't a yellow.
Well, that's the same as kicking the ball away, but he punched the ball away. Okay. It's just these rules. Yeah, petty
and
rules.
It's silly. It's very tacky. His second yellow. He should be playing on the weekend anyway. It's a different competition, so we can argue about that as well. It wasn't
domestic.
A second yellow, in my opinion. I think the referee should have forgave him.
Why should he forgive him?
Because it's Liverpool.
Like what? Yeah, why should he forgive him?
Because I don't think it was an overreaction. And second of all, he forgot. And a lot of the time, I don't know, please find it. Somebody find it on Google. The referee forgives the player sometimes. I've seen it, especially when the celebration means something.
We didn't mean anything. You're playing in the Carabao Cup against Southampton.
Hey, it meant something to him. It's his fifth goal.
I know, but
like...
The referee forgives the player if he's honouring someone or honouring something, right?
It was on Liverpool FC. It was honouring Liverpool.
He took his shirt off. He's an idiot.
It wasn't an over-celebration. I felt really bad for it because at the end of the day...
Oh, poor you.
It's not bad, mate. I don't think the referee just, he should have been a sport and just... Let it slide. I don't know why you're laughing.
The referee should have been a sport. I love that, Mo.
The referee's job is to play by the rules.
Brilliant.
That's his job. That's why he's on the pitch as the ref.
It's a silly rule. The referee always go by rules and then forget the rules, okay? This is one of the rules where if you're on a yellow, you shouldn't get sent off for taking off your shirt when you have a shirt underneath. You get me? I think you're being silly, to be honest.
I'm just watching Jermaine on YouTube trying to play the violin. You can tell that you've never, ever held a violin before, ever in your life. You haven't even got it under the right chin.
What do you mean the right chin? How many chins have you got, mate? I've only got one chin.
He's like, what are you doing?
I'm playing the violin.
You're not playing the violin. That's not how you play a violin. Mo, cheer up, mate. Come on. You've won 7 in 7. Cheer up.
Mate, whatever. It's not responding correctly. Bye, man.
Bye, Mo. Cheers. Thanks for calling in, Mo.
He's gone. See you later, Mo. Honestly, what is he on about? Let's go to Paul. He's a Liverpool fan. Paul.
Good evening, gentlemen.
How are you, Paulie? You good?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just want to talk about Chiesa tonight.
Yeah, go on.
What a beautiful player he is. You can see he's like, if we can keep him fit, he's going to be a big player for Liverpool this season.
Yeah, no, I like him. I mean, I've always liked him. It's just injuries have killed him, haven't they? But he looks like he's kind of got his glide back, if you know what I mean. The way he's travelling, the way he's running.
His work rate's there, but you can see the way he plays. I mean, you two have played at the highest level. You can see the way his brain's ticking over. He can see things that other people don't.
Yeah.
It's like the goal, the way he took it tonight, just the way he took it and just laid it on a plate. I know it seems simple, but you guys have been there. It's just the way he sees the picture.
On the run, the way he controlled that ball dead, it's signs of a great player. And like I said, the more games he gets, that's all he needs. He needs game time.
He needs games.
You need to get a rhythm. You need to build a little bit of confidence. And as soon as you get all those in place, you start seeing the player that whoever you are, how good you are, that starts to shine.
Who is the main dog left wing for Liverpool? Who is it?
At the moment, we've only got Gakpo. We've lost Diaz. RP Jota could also play out there and everywhere.
Yeah.
So we've lost two kind of left-sided players in a way. So
Chiesa is, he's important, really.
He's one of them, and obviously you can throw him out there.
Am I right in saying, Paul, that Ekitike probably be a one who could go out there on the left when Isak starts playing every game?
I think so as well. I think it might be just that one where people can have license to sort of move in and switch over and kind of have that, rather than it be a rigid, gap goes more out the wide. Ekitike could come out wide and come in and sort of switch over. I mean, I'm just talking about Chiesa again, like that goal against Bournemouth. There's certain players that can do certain things.
Yeah.
And it's just looking at him tonight, I'm going to use the word beautiful, because he's like that kind of player. When you look at him, just the way he applies himself, and he can see things that other people don't. He's moving. I mean, you guys know, like I said, you played at that level.
He's an international footballer. Do you know what I mean? He's top players. That's had bad injuries. I like him. I've always liked him.
Good player.
He's a very good player. Are you a bit worried though about the amount of goals you're conceding? I mean, you should have gone 1-0 down.
Yeah, but even tonight is what? It's pretty much the second string apart from about 3 or 4 players. No Van Dijk in there, no Canati, no Becker.
No. Yeah.
Yes, we're conceding goals, but you know what? If we concede a goal and score 3, then I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
I think that's how Liverpool are. I mean, like I said, like the weekend you had Arsenal, Manchester City doing their thing, cancelling each other out. I think Liverpool just play on the attack, and even if they're 2 up, they kind of go, you know what, let's get another one.
I don't know if that is.
We can score.
I mean, last season, Arne Slot was very organised, and the way he played with the team was, I don't remember Liverpool conceding loads of goals last season.
Yeah, but the reason why you didn't see goals conceded because that was a team that have been together, 8-7 years.
Yeah,
they had an understanding. They know each another in and out. Their the weaknesses, their strengths. Everyone knew everyone how they played.
Yeah. So
it was set in stone. Hence why they were solid. Now you've got 5 or 6 players who are still learning each other, and we're seeing that frailties at the moment.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy, Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.